Apex Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely stream deck. For more information about the stream deck, the link is in the description below. Hello everybody and welcome along to the 8th round of AOR Hype Energy's Xbox One Oceania F1 League for Season 3. I am Jess and I will be your commentator today as Fitcho and Matt are unable to make it today unfortunately. But for the first time in AOR we go to Paul Ricard for the French Grand Prix located in the French province of Var. It's the first time it's made an appearance on the F1 calendar since 1990 and a track where it's held 14 Grand Prix in total since the opening in 1970. The legendary Michael Schumacher won 8 victories in Magny-Cours for the French Grand Prix, holding a record for the most victories lasting from 1994 to 2006. And the French Grand Prix always brings some great and interesting moments. And due to the lack of financing in 2008 and poor attendance, this is why we saw no French Grand Prix until now. That's why you've seen the lack of French Grand Prix in the AOR calendar. So it's very exciting to get a glimpse of the French culture, basically, as it were, and to see a French track in its glory and to see some of the home drivers show their potential, basically. So very, very excited. But we remember the 2018 Grand Prix where we saw a 4 to 5 hour exit time queue due to congestion, and that caused a lot of chaos for some of the people that wanted to attend the French Grand Prix, and a few people from AOR included, basically. So the tyres we have on offer today for the drivers are the Ultras, the Super Softs and the Soft Compounds. We could see a lot of people today qualify on the Ultra Soft tyre to get the fastest time, but due to this being a new circuit for most of these drivers, they never raced on league races before for some of them. Starting on the Super Soft for the race is recommended to get a possible grip and not let the tyres get too hot. Soon there will be an opportunity to vote for Driver of the Day. There is a new feature for this. It will be available to Oceania pretty soon as they trial it out for the European top tiers. So keep your eyes out for that as you get to vote for your favourite driver. So hopefully on the way soon. So here is the Paul Ricard track here that the drivers are going to be racing today. There are 2 DRS zones that they can do today, and there's 15 turns that they will be negotiating today, and they've got to make sure they don't deprecate their tyres throughout the black, the blue and red lines, because that's where we could see a lot of incidents today. So here we go, we're going onto the grid and we're just heading to 15 minutes left of qualifying then. So let me just go through the results from last week. Basically, Greenmaster took his 3rd win of the season, his 2nd win in a row, which is absolutely great stuff. He had a really dominant win last time about, but he had to fight for it because Jarrow was fighting for the win as well. But due to his penalties he had in the game, that caused him to be 2nd place. But it did involve some pretty good last lap battles. But it is proving to be very interesting last week. And also New Zealand Ryan was in 3rd place, which means the gap between Greek Master 99 and New Zealand Ryan is 27 points now. So the gap has sort of increased. So if New Zealand Ryan wants to try and close up to Greek Master 99 today, then he's got to get a really good result. But he hasn't driven here before, but he's had some really good results in other league races I've seen of him around this track. So maybe he could prove us wrong and show some good results here. So at the moment, quite a mixture of tyres used today. All 3 compounds used in qualifying so far. We've seen the benchmark time set so far as Warden 99 was set to 131.0, but we could see a lot of faster times than that. 129, 128, possibly in the 127s as well. We will just have to wait and see what the representative lap time is around Oceania today, as some of these guys are looking to score some crucial points in the championship today. So let's just see what happens as Greek Master 99 is on was on a lap at the moment. Let me just see who else is on a lap that we could follow. New Zealand Ryan just set a lap time. Interestingly, DLC Jam is the only one at the moment on the soft tyres, so maybe he's playing a gamble going on the hardest of compound, but he did that a few races ago and it actually paid off. So he's one of those guys who gambles in strategies and makes it work during the race, because he has really good race pace, as we've seen last time about. Don't know, I completely forgot where he qualified last time about, but he is shown to have some really good race pace, as we are following Fens on a lap then on these ultra soft tyres then, as he goes across sector 2 very, very cleanly indeed, approaching 7th gear. Now we're going all the way up into 8th gear, and now having low ERS. No, he's not on a lap at the moment. I don't think he's got low ERS. Maybe he's just warming his tyres up a little bit, but you never know, he may wanted to no, I think he is about to go to the pit soon, so let's just follow someone else, and he's weaving anyway, so I'm just going to see who else is on a lap. Neil Treedome is also another person who qualified on the softs. Interestingly, a few people qualifying on the hardest of compound, which may give us a hint about what the weather is going to be like, but it is quite tricky in these conditions, because obviously it's not very sunny at the moment, so we do see a lot of drivers are losing a bit of grip on these soft tyres. Maybe the soft tyres is not the best option for them, but we will have to wait and see as the race progresses. To be honest, on this game, the Paul Ricard track is an absolute great track to drive and a great track to watch as well. It may not be in real life, but it definitely is on the game. The person who had made the track on this game definitely recreated it really well, and it's going to definitely make it really challenging for these drivers to manage as well. And I also really do hope that Quicksilver has a good result, because he has had the most unfortunate luck this season, because he has had non-finish after non-finish after non-finish. He had 5 non-finishes in a row. We was hoping he would get a finish last time about, after he had did some great overtakes and had a really good qualifying, but he did bin it in the wall in Canada. So we're keeping our fingers crossed, but I'm not going to jinx it too much. Interestingly, GLC Jared set a faster time on the soft at the moment, which is a 1:30.4, which is not a bad time on the softs, I can tell you that, but we haven't seen the likes of Fens or Tima Malik having set lap times yet, and we could see Martha Zerk setting a good lap time. Warden 99 also setting a good lap time as well, so it's good to see him in the mix as well, considering it was the first time he's on no line this season, so very impressed with how he's been doing at the moment. A few people in the chat are predicting a 1-2 finish for the Ferrari drivers. They're thinking the Ferraris are going to go strong here at Paul Ricard. Well, to be honest, in real life we have seen some calamities with the Ferrari actually, especially on lap 1, where one of the Ferraris did have a contact with Valtteri Bottas, but I'm not going to say too much because I didn't really know who was at fault there, but that costed Bottas loads of positions, but he was able to recover ever so slightly, but it was very unfortunate for Valtteri Bottas. But I wonder what battles we could see here in Paul Ricard, so it should be interesting about that. DLC Jared just comes across the line. He did improve on his lap time, but he was just saying it in lap anyway. We got Neil Treedome on a lap time as well, just about to set a sector 3 time as we're going at this stage. The car starting to get a little bit tricky as we're going to penultimate 3 corners, but what lap time is he going to set? He's setting a 1:30.8, which puts himself into P3 at the moment. Not bad from Neil Treedome at the moment. Good lap from him. We could see breaking into the 1:30s possibly from a few people, so don't count the chickens yet, but because a lot of people on the softs, maybe that is the fastest lap times we can see at the moment as well. So a few people in the chat also predicting who they think is going to win. Like we said, let us know who you think is going to win this race and who you think is going to get pole as well. A few people, due to the dominance that Greek Master has been showing this season, is predicting that Greek Master is going to win. Well, that is a good prediction to behold actually, because he's been showing some very good consistent pace. The worst result he had was a P3, so he has never finished outside the top 3, which is amazing. It reminds me of New Zealand Ryan last season, really, to be honest. Could we see a New Zealand Ryan on our midst? It's great to see two championship contenders fight for wins, and it'll be nice to see them two fighting close up the field. So looking forward to seeing how this battle develops throughout the rest of the season. And we've got New Zealand Ryan on an out lap at the moment in the Ferrari. He's hoping to score his third win of the season to match Greek Master there, and it would even up the points a little bit just to be sure, and we'll just have to wait and see on that one. And we only got 13 drivers today, but that is only 2 drivers are missing from the lineup today. So I think we have Roscoe not been able to make it today, and I'm not entirely sure who else is not here, but no, I don't think Jobert is here either. So Roscoe and Jobert unfortunately can't make it today for whatever reason, but we've still got 13 drivers about to set their lap time. So New Zealand Ryan is about to cross the final few turns, ready to start what could be potentially his fastest lap of the session. We'll just have to wait and see as he gets the DRS lap going, ready to start the first lap. So usually we have a hot lap for this stage, but due to the fact that we don't usually get hot laps ready until the European races, that is why we're going to go for a beautiful lap around Paul Ricard right now with New Zealand Ryan. And they've just started, set to 1, approaching 4th gear, going to the corner, lowering it down to 3rd gear to get the best possible traction. He's using not the highest ERS mode, which is a bit of a gamble, as I'd say, but he is getting the power that he needs to go into the highest mode, which is what you need. You don't want to go to the higher ERS too early there. You want to gain maximum power, and you don't want to strain your ERS too much, because it's very important. A few people that I've been talking to have found the ERS quite difficult to manage, but they are starting to get the hang of it as each race is developing throughout the season, as we're already on the 8th round of Season 3 in Oceania, and we are starting to see people getting used to it already, which is very good to see. I wouldn't find it really difficult. Well, I find it quite difficult myself to manage ERS. I don't know how these guys manage it, because they have so many things to manage around this. And New Zealand Ryan has clipped the corner a little bit there. That's probably not gained the maximum speed that he wanted from that corner there. He's going to approach the final few turns, going to 2nd gear all the way to 1st. He is going to possibly get the ERS mode up to 5. Let's see what lap time he's going to get, and he sets the fastest lap of the session then, a 1:29.4. But as you can see from that lap, he went a bit wide on a few occasions, so I think he could have gone a bit faster than that, but still the first person to go into the 1:29s, and it was a pretty decent lap. So well done to New Zealand Ryan there for that, and fingers crossed we could see possibly people challenging him for that, so fingers crossed for that. So we do already still have a few banker laps. We've got 5 minutes left remaining of this qualifying session. We've got 5 people not to set a lap time, which is Fens, Moss Berserk, Pres BC, Timmer Marduk, and DLG Gamble not setting a respective lap time. Probably a few people have got their lap times invalidated. That's probably why they haven't set a lap time, but they are all out except Pres BC. So I'm just going to see who is on a lap. We've got DLG Gamble on a lap at the moment, just passing the middle of sector 2 then. He's looking to score some good points in this race. He's had a pretty consistent season throughout this. His worst finish has been last time about in Canada and in Australia, but his best finish was in Monaco, where he finished P6, which is not bad for him. So maybe he can get a P5 in this race if he keeps up this consistency. We will just have to wait and see, and we'll just have to wait and see. Ben is qualifying on the softs as far as I believe, as well as DRC, Jared, and Greek Master. I will double check to see who has set their respective lap time on these tyres then. So DLG Gamble's about to cross the line. Is he going to set a validated lap time for this race? Yes, he does. P5! Wow, what a coincidence. I said he hopefully was going to finish P5, and he's P5 at the moment. So good stuff from GLG Gamble then. Absolutely brilliant lap from him. So let's see who else is on a lap. Master Berserk, I do believe, is... nope, he's on a low ERS, so I don't think he's going to set a faster lap time. Let's see what Timber Bardic is up to. He is 2 attempts up on his previous best, so that is pretty good. But obviously he hasn't set a lap time anyway, so he will be faster anyway, but he's looking pretty quick in the Ferraris. The Ferraris are looking strong, as I said, so a few people in the chat may be getting their predictions right on who they think is going to get pole. Will we see? It may be too early to call this, but will we see a Ferrari lockout here at Paul Ricard? We will have to wait and see. We did have a yellow flag in set of 2, so we will have to find out as well. So we'll still see about that as Timo Malik crosses the start-finish line. Is looking quick. Let's see what lap time he is. He is in P7 at the moment on a set of soft tyres. So pretty rapid on a set of soft tyres. But he does have time to go out again and set a lap time. But it will be cutting it fine because he needs to go back into the pits pretty quickly. But if he does start on the soft tyres where he is now, he's going to have a huge advantage going into the race, Timo Malik, because he will be staying on those soft tyres for longer for people on the super softs and the softs. So definitely a good advantage for him to climb his way up through the field. So if I was him, that is a good strategy. He was able to manage his tyres very well, because usually the soft tyres around this circuit is not the best racetrack, but due to the conditions that they are at the moment, it's actually not a bad tyre to be on. So good job from Timo Malik. But we've still got a few people to set a lap time, so anything can happen. And we got Warden 99 and Quicksilver on an out lap at the moment, as well as Prez BC as well. Then so still a few people are going to set their times as well, as we're approaching the last few minutes of qualifying, and as people are going to start to come out due to the fact that the track is starting to rubber out. The grip is going to get better. So if I was them, I will be going on the track right now just to get the best possible speed, as well as so is Fens and Greekmaster and DRC Jared. Fens getting a really good lap in, the second person to go into the 1:29.7, so about 3 or 4 times slower than New Zealand Ryan, but pretty intense stuff as he's looking to get a good result here as well. Last time about he finished in at P4 there, so he was really close to get onto the podium in Canada, but maybe he can get one in France. We will have to wait and see. So we have got basically everyone in the top 4 at the moment is on an out lap. So yes, we definitely can see some faster times as the track is rubbing up. Warden 99 is also on a lap at the moment. He's on high ERS at the moment, managing his ERS perfectly at the moment then, but he's about to start his flying lap. He's about to start his flying lap. So he was on his out lap. He's got some clean air in front of him, which will definitely help him going through the first couple of corners. Now, he did improve on his lap time, actually, a 1:30.7 then, so maybe it must have been a timing glitch for that as well. So anyway, as Warden is looking to get his best result of the season, his best result was in Spain in P6, which unfortunately wasn't streamed, but he did have a really good result with no line, so we are looking to see how well he does here. Basically, everyone except Ben has and Master Berserk is not out at the moment. Master Berserk not setting a lap time there, which is quite shocking, but he'll be looking to start at the back of the grid. But advantage that Master Berserk has set himself. He has 3 choice of tyres going into this race, so he can decide what tyres he wants to go on to get the best possible position in the race. Neil Treedome, a 1:29.8. Sensational stuff from Neil Treedome. If he stays like this could be his best qualifying result of the season. So that will be good for him. 1:29, pretty decent stuff. The Warden is looking fast at the moment. Fens retiring from the session then, so he thinks he can't go faster than New Zealand Ryan. So unfortunately, he won't be challenging for pole, but the person is still out is Greekmaster 99. He is still out on a lap at the moment. Let's see what he can do. Nope, he's slowing down. So I don't think he's going to set a respective lap time. So let's go back to Warden. Oh, Warden! I should have still stayed on him, but Warden 99 has got pole position with a 1:29.1. So he has beaten New Zealand Ryan like old times in Season 2. Who would have thought it? I didn't think it was going to happen this soon due to the fact that his ability and stuff with line and stuff, but this goes to show that he has been improving all season long. He wants to be best of the best again. He wants to fight with the likes of Greekmaster and New Zealand Ryan like he did last season, and he's well on his way to do that. And really good lap time from him, from New Zealand Ryan, and I don't think anyone else is going to improve. No, Greek Master is going into the pits. He almost hit the wall pit barrier there, but your pole man is Warden99. Very well deserved, and I think a few people in the chat, quite a lot of people in the chat, will be very happy that Warden has got his first pole of season 3. And to be honest, I'm really happy as well. I really want to see him get a good result. I really want him to get into the top 5 to equal his best result of the season. So Warden99 taking pole by 2/10 per second. With New Zealand Ryan in second. HO there, nip into the post there as well. With in third place, good qualifying result from him. With a DRC Jared in 4th place. With Fens in 5th. Neil Trinome in 6th. Quicksilver in 7th position. DLG Gamble in 8th. Greek Master 99 in 9th position. Timo Marduk in 10th. But he will have the chance to go on the soft tyres. That Laggy Person, Moss Berserk, and Prez BC rounding up your qualifiers, but those 3 will have free choice of tyres this race, so they will have the advantage as well. So, what are you thinking of the chat? What do you think the best strategy around this track is? Like I said earlier on in the intro, if I was them, if I was qualifying at the bottom, I would start on the super soft tyre, because they do have the most grip, and you will still be able to make the one-stop strategy work. But maybe the 2-stop strategy is faster around here. But as you can see, the weather is pretty hot at the moment. So if you do start on these ultra soft tyres, the tyres will get hot pretty quickly. So starting on the super softs or the softs will be the best. But super soft does get probably the best grip around this circuit to make sure you last it. But will the people that are starting on the soft, such as Timo Marduk, make the soft to super soft strategy work? Or will Ben go for a 2-stop strategy? We'll have to wait and see. I wonder what he's thinking in his head at the moment. We're just going through the formation now. I'm just going to get the tyres fitted one moment, as I'm going to check what tyres everybody is on now. Greek Master 99, Timo Marduk, That Laggy Person, Mars Berserk, and Prez BC have all decided they want to use the soft tyre and possibly go for a soft to super soft strategy in this race, which will prove really good for Greek Master, I think, as well, going through the field, as he's probably going to able to pull up a gap between those softs. But will the soft tyres be able to manage a long time? But we have proven it has. But we may see a drop in pace, but knowing Greek Master, he manages his tyres absolutely well when it counts. So to be honest, he's probably made the right decision, to be honest, as well. And to be honest, pit stops is really crucial around here, as it's probably one of the longest pit stops, longest pit straights on the calendar, I think. So they've got to get it absolutely right to make sure that they get their stops right. They can't afford any mistakes with the stops. They've got to react. As soon as Jess says go, 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 they go. So hopefully their reaction times are good today, or in this lovely evening here in Australia. If you just joined us, welcome to the Xbox One Oceania F1 League for Season 3, as we're about to start the race for Paul Ricard here in France. It is the first race in AOR in Paul Ricard. We are the first tier to stream a race around this beautiful circuit for the season. And to be honest with you, I am really excited to get this race underway, as Warden99 is definitely going to have a positive mindset. He's got to make sure that he can fend off New Zealand Ryan. He's got to see if he can get a very good start off the line, like he did last season. It's nice to see him going to fight with New Zealand Ryan again on the start-finish straight. It'll be absolutely amazing to see him at the front again. Hopefully he could challenge for that as well, as we've got a few people starting to make their positions on the starting grid. Then we got Quicksilver, and I think the only person that got disqualified from the formation lap was that Laggy Person, so not the best from him, as we got 4 lights, 5 lights, And it is away we go for the French Grand Prix as Warden has gone to a very great start as New Zealand Ryan got a good start as well up into second place as we already got a battle with Fens and DRC Jared and Quicksilver as well as Quicksilver tries to fend off position. Oh, we already got a bit of contact from HO and DRC Jared there. HO winning a little bit wide there going into turn 2 and 3 as well. He's got to be very careful as well. He's already dropped a few positions as Neil Treedome is all the back of Quicksilver as well as the Greek Master has dropped positions as well. He's dropped her from 8th to 11th, so not the best start from him as he wants to challenge his way through the field, but knowing him, he could make up positions going through there as well. So already a brilliant start from Warden as HO is going to see if he can try and make the move around the inside of Fens. They are almost touching each other, but they try to make it stick, which is a very good move, very good pass from the both of them. As Quicksilver wants to join in the party, as well as Neil Treedome. We could see a full-way battle here. Poor card already before this race has even pushed lap 1. This will be absolutely crazy if we can see battles this early on with these midfield bunch, which will be great to see as well. Excuse me about the cough. But anyway, oh, Quicksilver almost got pushed off the circuit by Fens there, but no harm done as Fens was able to get the move done, and I think he's in P5 at this moment in time. But New Zealand Ryan not being able to gain the pace he needed to challenge to Warden in the first instance, but you never know, he could do it in the first couple of laps pretty soon. As DRC Jared having probably one of the best starts as he was able to overtake HO on the opening lap, so gain probably really good positions there as well, which will really help with him for the race. Team Armada also having a good start as well. He's put his way up into 8th place as he just got past DLG Gamble as well. Let's look at the position changes so far as Team Armada has gained a few positions. Oh, Great Master has binned it in the I don't know what turn it is. I need to remember my turns, but he has not had the best of starts so far. Maybe the soft tyres has not worked out for him as he is struggling for grip at the moment. I wonder what his tyre wear will be looking at the moment. He made his pit stop. No, not his pit, but his mistake. Maybe he will have to pit earlier than intended, so not looking best for the championship, which will probably put less pressure for New Zealand Ryan as he's probably going to gain some crucial points to reduce the gap between him and Greek Master here in the championship. So not the best for Greek Master, but everyone else, great start indeed. As Master Berserker's dropped a few positions as well as DJ GLG Gamble. Neil Treedome has dropped it down to 7th. HO lost the position as well. Fens has been able to keep it intact at the moment, staying in 5th place. And yeah, the people that gain the most positions is Press BC and Team Armada. Press BC having a good start as well. He's able to gain the opportunities and obviously reduce their mistakes to the absolute minimum here as well. So absolutely insane starts from everyone here. Absolutely chaos from them, but we will make sure for that. So anyway, Warden, great start, but New Zealand Ryan is trying to close in on to Warden 99, closing up onto him at the moment as he's on low ERS. He's managing his ERS very well at the moment, but doesn't have the speed to try and gain it. But DRS is now enabled then as he possibly tries to gain the speed he needs to overtake Warden 99. He's going to get the outside line. Is he going to make it stick? Yes, he does. He easily gets that done. What a move from him as he goes away to familiar territory and he goes into the lead of this Grand Prix. Well done to Ryan. What a move there. He was able to get the speed that he needed due to the DRS. And we've seen a lot of moves in real life around here on that part of the circuit. So it wasn't that surprising that we could see a move from New Zealand Ryan up there as well. So well done to New Zealand Ryan as Jared is closing up to Warden 99 as well then. So Warden is under intense pressure from DLC Jared. He's pouncing at the moment, but he wants to balance his ERS first before he could do that. But oh, we have Neil Treedome having a little bit of a mistake. He has dropped down a few places there, but let's concentrate with the battle up front there. New Zealand Ryan already pulling away from the rest of the field, but can we see a move from DLC Jared? No, he's decided to stay put at the moment, which is a fair move to make, because if there's not much space, he can't make it. But oh, he's going to make a challenging move towards turn 2 and turn 3 then. Is he going to make it stick? Unfortunately, the camera cut it off a bit too early to see if he did. Oh, has he done it? Yes, he has done it. He's in P2. So already, DLC Jared in P2. Warden has dropped it. Now HO is closing up to Warden as well. So Warden lacking on pace at the moment, not being able to gain the pace that he needed to stay up front. HO's going to try and get the outside again. Is he going to do it? That was a very good move from HO on these super soft tyres there, and it's all the way up into P3. Fend is closing up to Warden as well. Is Warden struggling? Is Warden struggling on these early stages to try and cope with these super soft tyres? Unfortunate start from Neil Treedome, unfortunately, which has dropped his way down the field there. Obviously, since I'm commentating by myself, it is quite hard to keep track on all the battles, but obviously we will try and keep track for most of the battles as they develop. As always, Fens is now under pressure from Warden 99 as well. As HO got the move done on obviously on Warden 99 earlier. Now it's possibly Fens' turn as we go through the final corner there. Is Fens going to get DRS that he needs to possibly try and gain the move? He gets DRS. Will he make the move done, or will he make a similar move to as DLC Jared made a couple of laps ago? We'll have to wait and see here as he's trying to get the space done. Is he going to do it? They're side by side at the moment, but Warden defends really well, approaching turn 3 and turn 4. But Fens got the move done. He's done it, and Fens is up into P4. So already Warden dropping like flies at the moment, and Neil Treedome already having a miserable race at the moment as he's got a 3-second time penalty. But to be honest, I think what is happening with Warden is his tyre temperature. He's not managing his tyres, but it's very difficult to manage tyre temperatures on a pad. I know a few of you in the chat do race on a pad, either on career mode or on league races, and it is quite difficult to manage your tyre temperatures around Paul Ricard here. So Warden is struggling with that, and hopefully he can recover. Next on Warden's radar now that he has to try and defend off is the Tia McMurdoch in the Ferrari, and he's going to try and close to Warden there. He's about 2 seconds off adrift at the moment, but we still excuse me, we still got a battle with that laggy person then. Excuse me. With DLG Gamble trying to close in, and that laggy person has made it past Quicksilver in P8 then. And is Greek Master going to make his way past Quicksilver? Yes, he is. Greek Master is up into P9 then, as he tries to make his way up through the field after a poor start from him, which he is. That laggy person gained 8 positions, so that is very good to see. Tim Marnock already dropping the gap to 1.3 seconds. It was 2 seconds like a moment ago. Now it is roughly about, oh, Ben is closing in. Ben is closing in, and Quicksilver getting a time penalty as well. So let's follow Tim Marnock then as he closes in on Sir Warden. And Ben having very good pace on these soft tyres, very good to see as well, which will put him in very good stead towards the rest of this race. And as Warden went a little bit wide there, approaching the DRS zone, which will probably not help him. But I don't think Ben is close enough to make the challenge to Warden this part of the lap, but maybe he has a few more chances approaching the next straight coming up pretty soon. He's now 2 tenths separating him at the moment. Greek Master now up into 8th place as well, looking good for him. Press BC getting position, but Tim McMurdoch is going to make a move around this really tricky hander, tricky apex here, and he does that with ease as Tim McMurdoch is up into 5th place, managing his times to perfection here, and he's already gained 5 positions this race, which is really good to see as well. Maybe the soft strategy that he decided to play this race has definitely paid off for him. So definitely well done to him for deciding to choose the soft tyres, because it's worked off for him. To be honest, for him, I think he concentrated more on the race and not really on qualifying, which has probably helped him ever so slightly at the moment now. But let's concentrate on the lead as the battles are starting to develop here, as well as HO is closing in on DLC Jared as Warden 99 decided that his tyres have had enough as he's going into the pits at the moment, as he goes on to another set of soft tyres. And all Tim Marnock has got a 3-second time penalty due to multiple warnings, possibly due to exceeding track limits. So possibly I jinxed him a little bit there for saying he's had a good race there. I will try not jinx anything more, but Master Berserk there has had a time penalty as well, added up to him as well. It's not the best from him, as Jared is about 5 tenths separating between him and New Zealand Ryan. Maybe he can catch up at the moment then. Warder 99 also getting a penalty, possibly going out of the pit lane, which didn't help. So that will probably not help his cause, as Warder 99 is now in last position then, and starting from past pole position then. But again, it is tricky for the pad, so I do feel sorry for him. But anyway, let's concentrate on DLC Jared and New Zealand Ryan then, as we're approaching sector 3. DLC Jared is a little bit too further back, but he's going to possibly get the DRS he needs, and he's only going to use the ERS when he needs it, as he starts to increase the ERS ever so slightly. He's on 65% ERS at the moment, so he is managing it quite well at this stage, as he's going to get DRS enabled. Is he going to? Yes, he's in hot lap mode. He's in hot lap mode 5. He's going to try and make the move on New Zealand Ryan, but he's a bit too further back to do it at this moment in time, but he is in DRS range at the moment, so possibly he's going to make a similar move like he did earlier on in the race, but he's deciding to stay put at the moment. He's got a few more chances. He's got another DRS zone. There are 2 DRS zones around this circuit, so he will have another chance to possibly make the move. He's about 5 seconds. Oh my word! What are my words today? 5 seconds behind New Zealand Ryan at this moment in time. He's going to get a DRS then. Is he going to get the speed that is he going to get the speed needed to pass New Zealand Ryan? Nope, he stays put at the moment. A little bit of a lock-up from DRC Jared, which didn't help it in his cause, but can DRC Jared make the same move that Team Amada made earlier on? We shall see. I think Quicksilver's dropped places again, so again, not the best of races for him at this moment in time. So already the bottom 3 not having the best results so far. Yes, there is a bit of commentator's curse. I've suffered a little bit there. Do apologise. And excuse me about my cough. It is trying to get with it at the moment. Anyway, we have got DLC Jared. Oh, New Zealand Ryan almost was close on DLC Jared there, but DLC Jared probably has his best chance to get past New Zealand Ryan right now. But again, he's a bit too further back to do so, approaching turn 1, so he decided to make it stick at the moment then, as we've already got HO and Fens going into the pits to put on their set of tyres then. Let me just get the tyres that they're going to go on. I think HO and Fens are going on a set of soft. Yes, they are going for a set of soft tyres, so they're going for the super soft to soft strategy, and they're going to go for that and making sure that they can make it work, as Warden has set the fastest lap of the race on a set of soft tyres with a 1:33.6, a good lap for him. But right now, let's concentrate on the lead battle then, as DRC Jared is definitely within touching distance of New Zealand Ryan now. He's about 3 tenths down on Ryan now. He's about 5 or 6 tenths a moment ago. He is not giving up. He's got no penalties at the moment, so he's got a few more chances to do so and make it stick. Timo Malik is now up into 3rd place after a few people pitted. He's still yet to pit. He's got a really good gap actually between the other people as well, so that's definitely going to help him for the pit stop. But don't forget, like I said earlier, the pit stop is very long in Paul Ricard. I don't know how long it is. It's probably about 24-25 seconds altogether, so they got to make sure they get their pit stop absolutely right, as New Zealand Ryan and both New Zealand Ryan and DLC Jared both pit, and New Zealand Ryan got a 5-second stop go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's not the first race we see New Zealand Ryan pick up a time penalty, which is not going to help his cause. DLC Jared didn't get a penalty, so that means DLC Jared will be in the net lead of this Grand Prix with a set of these soft tyres. So pretty good stuff from DLC Jared with no penalties there. So possibly he's going to get the move done pretty soon then, as well, as DLC Jared made his way past HO. He's in front of him. Warden 99 almost made his way past Fent as well. Quicksilver is now in the pits as well. I think he's made his second pit stop. Nope, he's made his first stop. I thought he made a few more stops than that, but obviously he didn't, which means Tim Mardick is now in the lead of this Grand Prix at this moment in time. If he needs to get the gap that he needs to pull up a huge gap to make sure he stays within the top 3. Quick Master is also on a set of the soft tyres as well, which is probably going to help him as well. And like I said, Greek Master is really, really fast, and he could challenge Tim Mardick in the closing stages of the first stint of the race. So that'll be good for him. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame for New Zealand Ryan to pick up that 5-second stop go penalty. So he will have to serve that. Otherwise, he'll get a 5-second stop penalty for unserved, because they used to not have the fact where they had the stop go penalty, but they let them get away with it. But now co-masters have coded the fact that if you haven't served your stop go penalty, you will get a 5-second penalty at the end of the race. So there is no getting away with it at the moment. As DLG Gamble is going into the pits to do the soft. I do believe he's going on to the soft tyre, I believe. Yes, he is going on a set of soft tyres at the moment. Prez BC is going to see if he can try and make his way past Laggy Percy. He's about 8 tenths up the road. At this stage then, to try and make the move done. Matney Court, still to this day, is one of my favourite tracks to watch French Grand Prix in. Not gonna lie, and we did see some great battles in real life in Matney Court in real life. I enjoyed the 1993 French Grand Prix so much. I definitely enjoyed the 1993 season as well. I do believe Alan Prost won the 1993 Grand Prix and Damon Hill in second place. But there was some great battles and some good strategies coming to play as well. But they did have taken fuel into account as well. So that was why it made it so interesting. And were there any French Grand Prix to good on your mind? You have to wait and see. It's all we got a battle with DLC Jared and New Zealand Ryan. DLC Jared has made the move done on New Zealand Ryan. I did say he was going to make the move someday due to New Zealand Ryan getting that penalty, and he has. New Zealand Ryan possibly wanted him to get that position because of that penalty then. But because Aisha is behind him, New Zealand Ryan is going to possibly lose more positions if he doesn't have a chance on DRC Jared. Then he is going to lose quite a lot, which is not going to be good for him. DRC Jared having a very good race again. I did say he was going to do well, and he has. Absolutely brilliant. He is definitely one of the drivers this season who has absolutely improved from last season. If you watched last season in season 2, he was in a Toro Rosso, and he did make the switch to Mercedes this season, and to be honest, he has paid off with the move to his, and he is definitely a championship contender, because currently in the championship standings he's in P3. He's about 26 points behind he's 26 points behind New Zealand Ryan, so you could try and close up to New Zealand Ryan if he keeps this up. So and I do believe HO is going to try and make a move on New Zealand Ryan. So could we see New Zealand Ryan lose another position? That won't be very good for New Zealand Ryan. Interestingly, when will New Zealand Ryan make another pit stop? Because he will have to, because otherwise he'll have an unserved penalty to contend with. So you will have to stop in around about 5 or 10 laps time. That's what I would think New Zealand Ryan will be doing. That's what he will be thinking in his mind. Or will he forget that he's had a penalty? We shall see. Warden 99 now trying to close up onto Fens. He's about a tenth adrift at the moment, now dropping down to 3 tenths. Warden is on, Fens is on newer tyres than Warden, so Warden has got to be very careful. But if he makes the move stick, he's got to make it stick. So again, and Warden clipped the corner ever so slightly. All very tight exit there, going into the final corner. I thought he was going to make the move done there, but he didn't. But if he made the move down, it would have ended in tears anyway, as Warden tries to make the move into turn 1. He's got DRS, he had high ERS for a moment, then he has lowered it. He's got the job done, and he's up into P9. He's already making his way back up through the field to try and get his best finish in Oceania Season 3, and he's already on his way to do so. So great stuff from Warden then, getting to 9th place off Fens there. As already the top 5 managing those soft tyres very well indeed. Let's see how Master Berserk, as Quicksilver is definitely not having a season to forget, as DLC Jared is already making his way past Master Berserk, no problem, as Master Berserk has already dropped his way around the field, as HO New Zealand Ryan has made his place as well. Yeah, unfortunately Quicksilver is not having the best of luck this season, his 6th DNF in a row, which, to be honest, I think most of us can feel for him, to be honest. So I feel quite bad for him. So I really wish he does have some more luck this season, but not the best of seasons for that. As Fenz is trying to make the move done on Warden again. I think Fenz has done it. We have a yellow flag in set to 1 and set to 3. I didn't see what happened in set to 1. Master Berserk has gone a bit slowly. No, I didn't see what happened there. So it might have been a few people dropping their down way further down the field, but didn't see any major instance at the moment. So anyway, and also we've had a donation in a super chat to WOR Blazer Guns. So thank you so much for your $3.99 donation. That is much appreciated. Obviously, you don't have to donate to AOR, but the ones who do donate to AOR, thank you so much for your support for that. That will really help the streams and the running of AOR in general. So, and obviously Blazer Guns is a regular donator to the AOR channel, so not really that surprised. Thank you so much for that as well. So thank you so much for that. And don't forget, we are powered by Elgato, who provide the lovely capture card, which I'm using to stream the stream right now. It's the HT60S. And Warden's going to try and make a move on Fenz again. So could we see these two fighting throughout the rest of this race? I think so. But unfortunately, Warden did not make the move done. He's on the back of Fenz at this moment in time. They were fighting last season, so it's great to see them fighting this season for position. They are side by side at the moment. It's very tight Apex, tight chicane coming up to make the move. So it is quite tricky if they get the move done. It is quite hard in real life. It's amazing if they get it done in this game and they do it. Absolutely insane move, but obviously Fenz might get the switchback done. Oh my word, my heart is racing a million miles an hour. It is absolutely incredible. It is awesome. Absolutely awesome to see those two fighting, as I do believe we got some fighting as well happening throughout the field, as DLC Jad has made his way past that laggy person and New Zealand Ryan again. New Zealand Ryan not being able to make his way past laggy person, but I think that laggy person is not letting having Ryan the position that easy. So New Zealand Ryan is all at the back of that laggy person. He's a bit too further behind him, Jad. Maybe that laggy person is doing that deliberately and holding off New Zealand Ryan, because maybe he is going to try and get the position of DLC Jared. Ryan gets position done, and he is up into 4th place. Oh! That was a bit of end play, I think, from either that laggy person or HO. HO winning a little bit wider. That probably didn't help his cause there, but only luckily it was only minor damage from one of the cars. A bit of end plate damage by the looks of things. So that was very, very lucky. Will they continue? I think that laggy person is starting to lose a bit of time, because Prez BC is already on the back of that laggy person, and I think he easily gets that move done. Oh, they're side by side at the moment. Prez BC clipping the corner a little bit there, as Prez BC, or was that laggy person? Laggy person was struggling a little bit there, but Prez BC all the way up into 6th, as Team at Marduk is going into the pits. He is pitted first out of the leading bunch. Greek Master is still out. Tim and Marduk is now on a set of super softs. Yes, he's on a set of super softs at the moment. Let's see where he comes. Fenz passes. Where's Fenz at the moment? Fenz is in P6, so he's gone past Tim and Marduk. Neil Dome is in 9th place. The Prez BC is in the pits as well. So Ben is on newer tyres though, so is he going to try and gain the pace he needs to gain a few positions? You will never know. So anyway, just have to wait and see about that. But anyway, New Zealand Ryan is now closing up DRC Jared now. Already again. But Jared is a bit too further behind Greek Master to get the move done. The Greek Master hasn't pitted yet. But Greek Master is in a very good position as in the pit stop. He'll probably come up in around about 4th and 5th place as far as I'm aware by the looks of things. So you all come up quite behind as Warden 99 has made his way past Fenn again. They're definitely fighting already throughout this race. As Greek Master 99 is going to the pits. Let's follow Greek Master 99 in the pits then as he goes on. I do believe he'll set up Super Soft tyres. Yes, Super Softs are going in the car of Greek Master. Let's see where Warden is in relation to Greek Master. Warden comes out in front of Greek Master as Greek Master goes behind Team Marduk and in front of DLG Gamble. But Greek Master is not that far behind Team Marduk and he's on newer tyres, so maybe he can possibly try and fight off Ben at some point. Warden and Fens are fighting head to toe to nail. They're not giving up here. It's great to see these guys not fighting. I've been watching these two throughout this race and they've been absolutely sensational. This will be Warden's best race if he keeps this up. It's great to see the old Warden, as we know it, battling for position. They are fighting. They are very, very close around that hairpin at the moment, as I do believe Warden gets the relevant DRS speed. Let's go on board with Warden 99 at this moment in time. All this side by side as Warden has lost it a little bit there. Fens gets the move done. Tim Marduk has also got the move done as well. So Warden making a big mistake there has also made Tim Marduk gain another position. So great move from Ben. He decided, nope, Warden's made a mistake. I'm getting that move. Thank you very much. As Tim Marduk has got the move done on Fens there by the looks of things, but Fens not giving up. Yes, he's got the move done. Don't forget, Ben is on newer tyres than Fens. And Ben, Tim Marduk, is on a charge for the podium position, he's about 11 seconds behind HO. Will his tyres manage to try and gain some more positions? But Tim Marduk has got another 3-second time penalty. I think he's got 2, so he's on around about 6 seconds. So not the best idea at the moment, but he's still all right in 4th place at the moment because Fend is right behind him. Fend is right behind Tim Marduk, so he's got to be staying clear of Fend if he wants to try and gain some more positions. But if he wants to get a podium position, he's got to stay clear. Warden still fighting over Fens again. Warden is on the back of him again. Oh my word, this is sensational stuff from Fens and Warden. Absolutely great to see as Fens, I think, gets a better line through this chicane here. But Warden is definitely gaining some good pace. But he's on older tyres, which is quite surprising. But Warden is having some really good grip here, as he's managing his tyres very well. But I think Green Master, I do believe earlier on, did push the tyres to around about 17 on 18 laps, I do believe, as far as I'm aware. So I do believe Warden can push it to there, as we've got around about 5 or 6 laps to go of this Grand Prix. I don't think we have driver of the day for, no we don't have driver of the day for Oceania, I do believe. I think it's only for the top tier European leagues, but I will double check my messages to see if I do have a message, but I don't. So it's just the European tiers that have driver of the day at the moment, but hopefully at some point we will have driver of the day for Oceania in the next couple of weeks. So watch this space, guys, watch this space. So I do believe someone did pick up a time penalty, and that was Fens, so that didn't help him. I think it was a 3 seconds, so doesn't help his cause, but he's alright because Team Marduk has got more penalties than him, I believe. But I can't really check the race director because I am the one that's streaming, so I can't really check that, unfortunately. So if I had a co-commentator with me, he could check, but unfortunately I have no co-commentators with me, so I can't check the race director. But right now, the battle to be watching out for at the moment is between our leaders, DRC Jared and New Zealand Ryan. New Zealand Ryan is back on true form at the moment. He's in the lead. He took the lead earlier on in the race. DRC Jared got the move done earlier on, but then it was New Zealand Ryan again. So we have been switching positions throughout this race, and it's been absolutely sensational to watch throughout, as well as they've been fighting for the championship. Due to the fact Greek Masters in 7th place, New Zealand Ryan will close up to DRC Jared, to Greek Master, if the results stay as they are at this moment in time, which will be very good to see as well, to see the battle closing throughout this. As DRC Jared is dropping in pace a little bit as the tyres start to degrade. Tim Amardik is now 9 seconds behind HO. So already he's gained about 1 second in about 1 or 2 laps. So he's doing well on those super soft tyres. Another person doing well on these super soft tyres is Greek Master, who's going to try and make a move on Warden down the inside of him. Is he going to get it done? Yes, he does easily. The new super soft tyres is no match for Warden, but Warden is not giving up. Their side by side again. Warden putting a very good defensive showing here at Paul Ricard as well. Warden is showing why Paul Ricard is one of his best tracks race pace wise for recovery, that is. Because he started on pole, but he dropped all the way to last place, and now he's back up in 7th position. So doing absolutely stellar drive from Warden at these later stages of the race, which is good to see from him. Let's see who's gained the most position so far. I'm very intrigued. New Zealand Ryan and Jared have gained position. Tim Amarnik's the one that gained the most. But let's see, is Greek Master going to get the move off Fens now? Of his teammate? Yes, he does. He's in 5th now. Was it deliberate or was it actual battle? You got a yellow flag in sector 3. Oh, it's Master Berserk. Master Berserk having an unfortunate race so far. His worst finish was 13th. Luckily, he won't get his worst finish today, but he will be the last of the finishers if he keeps this up. What a shame for Master Berserk there. But Greek Master in 5th position. And he's on a charge now to close up for the person who pitted a lap earlier than him, Tim Marduk. Will pitting a lap earlier helped Greek Master? We shall have to wait and see, as we can already see Greek Master and Tim Marduk in the same camera shot. So that could be very interesting to see what happens here. Fenzer's dropped positions now, but the rest of his challengers behind him are no mere match for him. So he's perfectly fine to get a top 6 finish at the moment, but he'll probably be higher due to the penalties, because some of the positions probably will be decided on penalties, which will be a little bit unfortunate for some of these drivers because they have worked so hard. But Paul Ricard, I have seen other league races. I have commentated on other league races. Obviously, I'm not allowed to mention them, but I did see a lot of penalties from those races in France. I'm a bit shocked that I've only seen a few from a few drivers. Obviously, there were the same drivers getting penalties, but not a lot. So we'll have to wait and see who has not got penalties. I do believe DRC Jared hasn't got any penalties, but I'm not going to jinx anything. So I'm going to touch wood right now. I'm going to touch wood right now because I don't want to commentate his curse or anything like that. So, yes. Someone has asked in the chat what happened to Quicksilver. Unfortunately, we didn't get what happened to Quicksilver on the stream, but unfortunately, I think he binned it in one of the corners. So, unfortunately, he had to retire from the race then. So, that was what happened to Quicksilver. So that was unfortunate as well. And what's been your favourite moment in Oceania so far? It's been great to see these drivers grow and develop in AOR Oceania. It is great to see them show their muscle here at this moment in time. Tim Malik is now 8 seconds behind HO now. So he's already showing the pace, but will we be under pressure from Greek Master? We'll have to wait and see. Warden, what happened with Warden? Warden's dropped positions. I didn't see what happened with Warden 99. He's now dropped it to 10th place. So Neil Treedome, Press BC, and DLG Gamble must have made his way past Warden. So I wonder what happened to him. And that laggy person has disconnected. It's not the first race he has disconnected from the session. But let's not concentrate on Warden 99 now. Let's concentrate on the battle for the lead, because that is what you guys want to see. DLC Jared is at 7 tenths behind New Zealand Ryan now. This battle is going to go on head to toe with the nail. But don't forget, guys, New Zealand Ryan has got penalties. DLC Jared hasn't. So, if the battle stays as it is, if the position stays as it is, DLC Jared will gain his second win of the season, which will be sensational stuff from DLC Jared if he keeps this up. So, let's see what happens here as we're approaching these few corners are set to 3. I wonder what will Ryan be thinking in his head as DLC Jared is in his mirrors right now. DLC Jared still low on the ERS as he tries to gain the traction as that laggy person has joined the session. Thank goodness he's rejoined and he's back in session. Very good to see as well. Last session I don't think he rejoined, so thank goodness he rejoined just in time for the last few laps of the Grand Prix. So round of applause from him. Tim Marlon needs to gain more pace than that if he wants to gain positions of Greek Master and Fens, I believe, as Master Berserk has gained another penalty. DLC Jag gained the DRS then. New Zealand Ryan already defending nicely off DLC Jag, because DLC Jag was looking to get the move of New Zealand Ryan. But New Zealand Ryan knew where Jag was going to go and he stopped it, which was very good from New Zealand Ryan. Just goes to show why he is Season 1 and Season 2 champion. He is one of the best in the Oceania platform. Unfortunately, he is not the championship leader at the moment, but he could definitely close up to Greek Master if he keeps this up. But ever so slightly though. DLC Jared then is around about 2 tenths separating between him. Oh, a bit of a lock up from DLC Jared. That didn't help him in the slightest, but the main reason why he's not challenging for moves ever so slightly, because probably Jeff has told Jared that Ryan has had a penalty. Obviously, in the game, they don't tell, Jeff doesn't tell the driver how many penalties the other driver has. They just say, oh, they have a time penalty. Someone has just asked in the chat if HO has had a time penalty. I'm not entirely sure. I think he has. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm not going to check the race director, unfortunately. You will have to find out towards the end of the race. So I will double check just to be sure. Towards the end. As DLC Jad is on a charge. And we do see HO on the same camera shots. This is the only close battle we can see at the moment. So that's why we are following them. Greek Master is now 1.1 seconds behind him and Marduk. So if we see that battle develop, we will concentrate on that as well. But I will be keeping a close eye on that as well. Be keeping a close up as well. And second for Ryan at the moment will be good, yes, because he's still on the championship fight. Don't forget, it is still early days because it is a 20. Oh my word! DLC Jared got a 3-second time penalty. Oh, I was saying he had no penalties, but he's now got one. Oh my word. I am known for jinxing drivers. I'm known for commentators' curses. Oh my word. But luckily, I do believe Ryan has got more penalties. Let me just check. I'm sorry. I will have to check the... No, I'm not going to check the race director yet because we still have a battle to contend with for New Zealand Ryan and DLC Jared. Oh my god, I'm starting to lose my voice. That is not helpful. But anyway... Let's see what happens here with New Zealand Ryan and DLC Jared then. As both drivers have got penalties, I'll need to double check if New Zealand Ryan has got more than one. If they've got the same, this will be a fair fight between these two. But we will find out as we go through the last couple of corners. We'll just follow this battle first. Ben has got a 3-second time penalty as well. So a lot more drivers gaining penalties this race. Yes, I probably jinxed it about penalties. I'm really sorry. DLC Jared is a bit too further back to possibly get the move on New Zealand riders. We've got 2 more laps to go. This has been an absolutely great race so far. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the chat below who you think should get driver of the day. We won't have the poll for it this week, possibly next week, but just let us know in the chat. I will check the race director now to see who has I checked the wrong button. Why is it not letting me check the race director? I forgot what button to press to check the race director. Oh my word. Why is it not letting me check the race director? There we go. So, let me just check the race director to see who's got penalties. So, I think... Oh. So, let's see how many points New Zealand Ryan has got. New Zealand Ryan got one on lap 9 for speeding in the pit lane. So many penalties though from people. New Zealand Ryan got a warning. I was going to say, did he get... No, so he has got 1 penalty as well. So yeah, New Zealand Ryan and DLC Jared have both got 1 penalty. So yeah, this is definitely a fair fight. A last lap battle there. For this. It's going to be absolutely intense. I'm glad it's going to be a fair fight, to be honest, because DLC Jared was looking like he's going to take this due to New Zealand Ryan having a penalty and DLC Jared not. But DLC Jared is now 0.3 of a second separating between him and New Zealand Ryan. Team Armada getting another 3-second time penalty, which is going to drop him way down the field. New Zealand Ryan just got a stop-go. Jared got 3 seconds. I do believe DLC Jared. So, no, it's not a fair fight. New Zealand Ryan has got to be clear of 2 seconds. He's nowhere clear of 2 seconds. Has New Zealand Ryan served the stop-go? I don't think he has. So he will get another penalty. I do believe. But I don't think he served his stop-go. This will prove to be very interesting. Looks like DLC Jared is going to get the win. But he wants to get the win on track. But he's probably going to take it easy because he doesn't want a collision with New Zealand Ryan, which is fair enough. But DLC Jared is running out of fuel, but that's probably what it is normally. He's running low on ERS as well. He's on hot lap mode. This is going to get very intense between these two. Let's see how this develops. Greek Master made his way past Team Armada due to the penalty. DLC Jared is not going to get the win on track. New Zealand Ryan takes the win on track. But DLC Jared takes the win due to the fact New Zealand Ryan had got penalties. So well done for taking his 2nd win of the season. New Zealand Ryan did get a penalty due to the fact that he got the unserved stop go. Greek Master taking 4th place. Team Armada in 5th. So he equals his best result of the season. Well, 4th was his best result. He equaled his result from last week. It's a good result from Team Armada because he gained 5 positions. Fence in 6th. DLG Gamble in 7th. Pres BC having a good result in 8th place. That will be his best result of the season because his best result was 9th. So 8th position will be good as well. Warden in 9th. He started from pole and he dropped 8th position. Not the best result from him. With Neil Cheedome rounding up the top 10 with that laggy person in 11th as he's about to make his way throughout his final serve. I'm not sure if they also serve it in the pit. I don't think they do. I'm not entirely sure. So, I don't think he did. No, I didn't see him pit. Otherwise, I would. If I see New Zealand Ryan pit, I would have reported on it. Oh, what happened to that laggy person? Oh, my word. He is losing a bit of grip on these ultra soft tyres. He looks like he's doing a bit of a donuts there. Was he aiming for fastest lap? He was struggling on these ultra soft tyres. His tyres were getting a little bit too hot there. And he's running out of fuel as well. Is he going to make it across the line? I think he is. But he is struggling for tyres. Oh my word. He's hit the wall, but it doesn't matter. So that laggy person, unfortunately, is not going to get a point. But he's got a few points this season, so good to see. So anyway, A lot of people doing the one-stop strategy today, which proves to work for some people. Team Marduk made the strategy work for him as well by gaining 5 positions up into 5th. But our winner here today, the most cleanest driver, DRC Jared, taking his 2nd win of the season in a Mercedes driver. And he will definitely reduce the gap between him and New Zealand Ryan in the championship. Well done to him. He has been on top form this season, DRC Jared, with some great battles. Well done to him. As well as HO in the 3rd position as well. That will help him in the championship too, with New Zealand Ryan in 2nd place. So it is great to see. It was a great race. It makes me very excited for Xbox One F2 tonight. But anyway, here's your results. DRC Jared taking the win by 1.7 seconds due to penalties. That's how close the penalties were, guys. And HO in 3rd. Greenmaster 99. A good recovery drive from 9th position in 4th. Team Marduk in 10th. Fend in 6th. DLG Gamble in 7th. Presby C in 8th. Warner 99 in 9th. Neil Treedome in 10th. That laggy person in 11th. Mars Berserk in 12th. And Quicksilver, the only non-finisher. And the only person not to get penalties is DLG Gamble again. So DLG Gamble is the cleanest driver on the track. And I think he was the only person not to get penalties last time. So well done to DLG Gamble there. A clean race for him. Now, people will be asking who you think will be my driver of the day. Well, driver of the day for me is got to be possibly between these people. Greenmaster, Team Marduk, Warden, and Fens. But Warden has had, up until Warden made that mistake towards the end, it would have been Warden due to the battles he's had. But I will have to say, Greenmaster and Team Marduk played that soft strategy to perfection and gaining positions they need to gain the time as they go from 9th to 4th and 10th to 5th. That is insane. But all in all, my driver today has got to go to Greenmaster. But DRC Jared had a good result as well. So props to him. I'll give credit to him as well. Presby C getting their best result of the season as well. So all in all, very good race, I see. So yeah, very good to see. It was hard to keep on track in the battle, so hopefully I got involved with most of the battles today. But that's it for the Xbox One Oceania Season 3 round number 8 at Paul Ricard. It was definitely a way to kick off these races. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you want some more AOR action, don't forget there was the PS4 Oceania race that you can watch back. I do believe there were some intense races as well. Curly commentated on that. But if you want some more AOR action to watch live, don't forget there are the European Leagues starting at 7 PM tonight with the PS4 Tier 1 kicking off with Gaming Anamonda and Ali Kakid commentating on that, with the other tiers starting at 8 PM for PC Tier 1, Xbox One F2, PS4 F2, PS4 F4 and F5, and PS3 F3 and F4. If I missed some tiers, I do apologise. And PC F2 as well. And also at 9 o'clock, it will be Xbox One F1. So make sure you do check these out. And if you're racing in those, I would like to wish you guys the best of luck for those races. But until now, I've been Just Games 95. Fingers crossed Matt and Bitcho will be back next week. But I've been Just Games 95, and we will see you tonight for the European Leagues. But for Oceania, we will see you next week, same time, for Austria. Good night.